Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode on the Velocity channel. This is actually going to be a special edition episode because I wanted you to notice what is going on round and about you. I'm sure a lot of people have already heard of Silicon Valley Bank and the collapse within the 48-hour time frame. And so what we want to do right now is just get a little bit into that and see what you can do as Velocity bankers to make sure that your finances do not collapse. All right. So go ahead and like, share, and subscribe before we get into this. Let's go ahead and share this all around the world because, like I keep on saying, if you know about the velocity banking method, you can survive in any economy. Does that make sense? All right. So let's go ahead and get into what Robert Kiyosaki warned. Listen, it's the third U.S. bank to crash. Peter Schiff says bigger collapse ahead. Now, you already know about Credit Suisse. You already know about Silicon Valley Bank. You already know about, I believe it's the other one. But look, he's saying that there is a collapse that's coming that's going to be bigger than the Great Recession. Now, and we don't want to remember this, but Washington Mutual, do you remember Washington Mutual when it went under in 2008 and what it took with them? Well, look at what is happening right now. Now, a lot of you already know about Robert Kiyosaki. You already know how legitimate his advice is. A very solid leader. He's actually also one of the founding fathers of what I'd like to call the cash flow management. That whole mindset of making sure you cash flow and not looking at the accumulation method like so many people do. What we want to do is we want to see what he's saying about this collapse. He said the prediction aligns with the 2008 forecast of the collapse of the Lehman Brothers. Now, the Lehman Brothers are gone. But remember, he forecasted that before the Lehman Brothers. I remember there was actually a guy on the radio, and he would constantly say, get out of those arms before they bury you. Now, those arms are, Jesus can actually tell you that, adjustable rate mortgages. Okay? He said, get out of those before they bury you. And you know what? They buried a lot of people. So we want to make sure that we're looking at the advice of some people and we're not taking maybe everything that they say, but we're considering the source, we're considering the credentials and what they've done, we're considering the numbers, and then we're having that information, we're processing it through us, and we're making wise decisions based on the information that we're getting. Now, it does say two major banks have crashed, and you already know about the FTX. That's the crypto field. Now it's coming to the banking field, and I've heard it's actually going to be an everything collapse, not just right a housing collapse, not just a banking collapse, not just a crypto collapse. It's going to be an everything collapse, and this is what we're saying. 2008. He said he forecasted collapse of Lehman days before it crashed on CNN. And so he's letting people know, hey, if you want to get the gold and the silver, let's go ahead and do that. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to put a link in the description below so that you could also get actually with a community of people that are buying the gold and the silver. Yes, we are part of that as well. Man, we believe in assets. You know what I mean? And so we want our assets to buy consumer goods, right? We don't want to take our hard earned money and buy it. We want to take the asset money and buy it. And so let's go ahead and continue on here. He said this is after the bank announced a delay in the annual report after the Securities Exchange Commission call regarding the lender's cash flow statements for 2019 and 2020. Have you ever heard of the saying that the chickens are coming home to roost? All that illegitimate stuff they were doing before 2019, 2020. It's coming home to roost, folks. And the bank regulators took control of Silicon Valley Bank. Now, what can you do, right? What can you do to not let this happen to you? What can you do? What can you do? Is there any stopping this for you? Is there anything that you can do to stop this collapse from coming to your household? Absolutely. And you know what it is? Do the exact opposite of what doesn't make sense. Do the exact opposite of what you were told tradition with your money. Do the exact opposite, folks. Okay, because there's going to be some people that's not going to get their money back in all these investments that are going on. All right, in all of these, let's go ahead and buy this and buy that. Zero, zero balance from hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why? Because they had no plan. They didn't know their cash flow. That's why it's so important to know your cash flow. We have a system that you can know your cash flow with, okay? And it's called the Money Max account. That's why if you don't have it, right, you need to schedule a call with me. We're going to go ahead and work through your individual numbers one on one and make sure that you know what your cash flow is like, where you can put it to not only get out of debt, but to get into wealth, okay? So you don't have to gamble with other people's funds. You don't have to gamble with your funds. Because if you think they didn't know what they were doing, you got another thing coming. These people are intelligent. They make money off of being smart. As a matter of fact, some of them, many of the banks, they make money off of dumb money. What is dumb money? Any money that's not institutional money or money that doesn't have an institutional mindset. What's the institutional mindset? Always take care of your downside risk. Because if you take care of your downside risk, the upside will take care of itself. But that's not what you're hearing, huh? What you're hearing is the higher the risk, the higher the reward. For who? Who's really getting rewarded? Your broker is getting rewarded. All right? That's the only one who wins whether you win or lose. Man, haven't you been taught always make sure you got someone with skin in the game? Always make sure you got someone that also has something to lose right along with you. And that's why we're part of a community here at Velocity Channel, right? We're part of a community that not only will let you know where your money is going, but will show you how to increase your income, right? And so that's what we want to do. Look at the numbers, folks. Look at John and Rebecca. Look at what they're spending on, right? Look at how much John and Rebecca make. It's only $5,444, but with that $5,444, what are they able to do? They're able to get two mortgages, a MasterCard worth $5,500, an auto loan worth $25,000, the signature loan worth $2,400, and they're going to pay all of it off in 16.1 years, not 30, not 60, and that's including the two mortgages. Does that look like a collapse to you? You say, yeah, but CJ, they only have $53.17. I know. Can you imagine if they had double that? Can you imagine if they had $1,000? Because those two mortgages, they're paying the mortgage on it, not a renter. Now, with a renter, do you see how the game has changed astronomically? And so, folks, please, please don't count yourself out. Use those lines of credits to pay off those loans. If you have a loan, you got to get it paid now. All right? Get it paid the right way. Let me know. Okay, if you need any help, and we'll definitely assist you. Okay, that's what we're here for. That's why we're on Monday through Friday now. All right, and we're doing live. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a live right after this. Okay, folks, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless you, and we will see you in the next video.